Hello, Campbell Junior High 7th graders. This is Mrs. Hannon, and I'm coming today with a little bit of an update about the work that you will be doing over the next 2 weeks, starting with April 6th and going on to the 17th. So last 2 weeks, you were spending some time focusing on medieval Africa. For the first week, the week of April 6th to the 10th, you will continue to talk and focus a little bit more on medieval Africa, and then we'll be moving on to medieval Europe. One of the things I want to point out to you for the next couple weeks is if you look at the bottom part, this very light white bit at the bottom of the screen that you're seeing here, and this agenda will be posted on your Google Classroom sites, but if you look all the way at the bottom, it says you will find all assignments on Google Classroom. If you have access to a computer, we encourage you to complete your assignments online. Paper copies of each assignment are available in the office at RDC for those with limited internet access. So again, everything that you see and that I talk about today will be on your Google Classroom site. You can go to Campbell, though, and pick up your paper assignments if needed. So last week we spent a lot of time focusing on African geography. You took some notes on Africa, and you also looked at some documents that talked a lot about trade in Africa, especially the trade of salt and gold. This week we're going to spend more time focusing on important people from Africa as well as culture in medieval Africa. So if you look at the agenda that I have listed here, you will see Monday through Friday you have assignments each day. Some of them are a little bit longer and some of them are kind of short. So for example, if you look at the Monday one, you have a reading on Mansa Musa with some questions. Mansa Musa was an African king. He was the richest person to have ever lived. So when you think about people like Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, neither of those guys are nearly as rich as Mansa Musa was. So you will have a reading on Google Classroom and some questions there. Right underneath it, I also want you to encourage you to watch a video. It's a TED Ed video. We watch those a lot in class. This one is about Mansa Musa. It's only about 4 minutes or so. It's very interesting. You should watch that. Tuesday, you are going to be watching a 3-minute video about salt mining in Africa. So salt, as we know, is one of the major things traded in West Africa, and this video talks about that process and how it's still traditionally done today. You will also click on the link that is on this site here, or on the agenda, excuse me. If you click on the link for the Quizlet, you will open up Quizlet. And when you open it up, you will see flashcards. We would like you to go through those flashcards, and you can try to take the test after you have gone through those as well. But back to your agenda here. Wednesday and Thursday, you have the exact same assignment. You will have on Google Classroom a set of documents, and it will say medieval or the culture of medieval Africa assignment. It's quite long, so we have it broken up. You can complete half on Wednesday, half on Thursday. And the last thing that you are going to do for the week of April 6th to the 10th is a reading on Sunday Adikita. He is the person who established the Empire of Ghana, so there's some questions about that. When you read the story, I want you to think and try to make some connections. There are some very large similarities between the story of Sunday Adikita and the movie The Lion King, which most of us have seen. For the week of April 13th through the 17th, it looks a little bit different, and we are moving on to a new topic. We're talking about medieval Europe. So over the course of the next few weeks, between the 13th and the 17th, and even beyond, some of our focuses are going to be what life was like in the Middle Ages, feudalism, so that's their government system. We talked about that a little bit when we talked about medieval Japan, the Black Plague, the Crusades, and the Spanish Inquisition. So this first week, you're just kind of getting an overview. So on Monday, you're going to, again, be doing Quizlet. You will get on there just like you did the week before, go through the flashcards, try the test. You can play some of the games if you'd like. On Tuesday, there is a map of medieval Europe. This will be on Google Classroom. You will drag and drop to label the map appropriately. Wednesday, you are going to be doing some notes. So you will find a Google notes sheet on your Google slot, or on your Google Classroom. There will also be a video just like there was for medieval Africa. Thursday, you will do a reading on tournaments. And then Friday, you're going to watch a video with some questions. So the questions will be on Google Classroom. The video link will be on Google Classroom as well. So you're looking at the worst jobs in medieval history. This video is about 40 minutes long. Again, all of these assignments will be on Google Classroom. Paper copies will be available for those with limited internet access, so you can come to RDC and pick those up as well. If you have questions about these assignments, we really need you to email your teachers and let us know. Thanks.